I always see videos on YouTube that are like ChatGPT life hacks, ChatGPT productivity hacks, AI hacks, and all this stuff. And I've always wondered if these hacks are legit, if I should be using some of these. In this video, that's what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be testing out a bunch of common life hacks and productivity hacks with ChatGPT to see if they're legit with a thumbs up or not with a thumbs down. So I've written down 11 hacks here that I've accumulated from watching a bunch of videos and reading articles and all this stuff. We're going to just jump right into it and see if these life hacks and productivity hacks are legit or not. The first hack we're going to do is using ChatGPT to summarize articles. So I found 2 articles and have it summarize the articles as bullet points and seeing how accurate it is and seeing if it's easier to read using this feature. I don't read a ton of articles. I think most articles are like quick reads nowadays just because people's attention span is like non-existent. So I don't know how useful this is. This is the first one we're going to do. PhD student finds lost city in Mexico jungle by accident. Sounds cool. It's not too long, but I'm too lazy to read it. So I'm going to say, can you summarize this article into bullet points? And then I'm going to post the article. It actually says it wasn't able to pull up the article. So let's try it again. So I posted the link again and it responded, a significant Mayan city has been discovered in Mexico's. It didn't really give it in bullet points. I'm going to ask it to put bullet points. Ask it a few times and it starts to get better at it. The second article I want to try is an article by Quentin Tarantino, who unironically loves Joker 2 and calls it an FU to Hollywood and comic book fans. Let's try it out. So I said, can you summarize this article into bullet points? And then I just put the article, which is by IGN. Haven't seen an IGN article in a while. Forgets I asked him bullet points, so you have to remind it. Here is a summary in bullet points. Quentin Tarantino recently praised Joker on a podcast. So I guess that's the summary of the article. I didn't read the article myself. And shout out to Joker 2. I don't know how they made it so horrible. Like, I don't know how that happened. So there you go. If you want to summarize articles, you could put them into ChatGPT. You could ask it to give you bullet points and it kind of works. You just got to remind it a few times. Maybe I did something wrong, but I'll give that one a thumbs up. The next hack that we're going to try is doing the same thing, but with YouTube videos instead of articles. And I think this one can be interesting because sometimes you'll find YouTube videos that you want to learn something about a topic, but somehow the video is like 13 minutes long and it's like, or just give me like the minute like synopsis of like what I need to learn. You know what I mean? Like they'll have an intro and outro, just like yapping the whole time. So this is the video we're going to be doing by Side Projects. Biggest misconceptions about historical warfare. I don't know if you guys are into history. I'm a huge history guy, so let's try it out. Can you summarize this video? The biggest misconceptions about historical warfare, and then I put the YouTube. So I put the title and the YouTube video. So it responded with 10 bullet points. Talks about medieval life expectancy, Viking helmets, Iron Maidens, flat Earth, Christopher Columbus, Napoleon's height. I feel like these aren't really what it's about. So this is interesting if this is right, but it's kind of sourcing like Wikipedia. So I feel like it didn't do this correctly. So I'm actually going to go watch the video and I'll be right back once I finish watching it to see if this is accurate. I am back. It was a couple seconds for you, but it was like 20 minutes for me. But yeah, this isn't accurate at all. Like it's sourcing Wikipedia. I think it got confused when I said the biggest misconceptions. Maybe it just kind of sourced it itself. Re-ask it the question. Can you summarize this YouTube video, please, but without the title? Let's see if it works. All right, so now it says there was an issue accessing the video link. Could you please provide a brief description or key events of the video? It's asking me for a summary of it. I want you to summarize it. There it is. I'm going to resend it. Okay, I can't access it. Can you please summarize this video? I'm currently unable to access YouTube links directly. This hack gets a thumb down. Unless I'm doing something wrong, this one does not work. And I've seen a lot of videos and people talking about this. The next hack is asking ChatGPT to teach you stuff. So I'm going to ask it to teach me some common Spanish phrases, and then I'm going to just make up me going to South America on a trip, which I'm not going anytime soon, but let's just say I was and I needed some common phrases. And as a gringo that doesn't speak a lot of Spanish, this would be helpful for me. And I have been to South America and I was struggling. So it gave a bunch of things like basic phrases. So hola, buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches, adios, por favor, gracias, de nada. I know all those. I know all those words. Asking for help, habla inglés. So habla means do you speak? But if I say hablo inglés, that means I speak. So I didn't know this one, no entiendo, I don't understand. I used to say no comprendo. when somebody would talk to me too fast, I'd say no comprendo. Comprendo means comprehending, so no, I don't comprehend, I guess. It would be hard to memorize all of these, like before you go on a trip. Pull it up real quick on ChatGPT. It could be helpful. And then making friends, if you want to make friends when you go on your trip to South America. De donde eres? Where are you from? Me gusta mucho esta lugar. I really like this place. I'm sure you could have it teach you more in depth depth. I think overall this would be a good tool to use to teach you things. And me gusto el AI. The next one that we're going to do is using ChatGPT to grade your homework. So if you have homework still, I'm too old to have homework now, but if you're still in school and you have homework, you could use ChatGPT to grade your essays or homework. So we're going to try that out. So I have here a math homework for like a 5th grader, and I'm going to do these and then send it to ChatGPT to grade it. So hopefully my math skills are still good. 2,152. Bam. 7,496. Boom. Okay, this is 7,424. 1,152. 5,610. 9,044. So he tries to trick you on that one. And for the last one, I'm actually going to leave it wrong to see if it picks it up. So I'm not getting this one wrong because I don't know math. I'm leaving it wrong on purpose. The answer is 6,865, just so you know I have it. And I'm going to put 8,864. Yeah, I'm going to download this and submit it to my teacher. So we're back on ChatGPT and I've attached my math homework to the thing. And I'm going to say, can you please grade my homework? And let's see what it does. All right, so it gave me my results back. Here's your grading on your math homework. And I got corrected everything. And it did pick up number 16 was 6,865. My answer was 6,864. Incorrect. 15 out of 16. Excellent work. Just double check number 16 for accuracy. So this one checks out, thumbs up, and I am officially smarter than a 5th grader. The next one we're going to do is using ChatGPT to build a weekly meal plan for me. I'm actually going to write it from the perspective of not knowing anything about macros. So in case you don't know about macros and you want to build a weekly meal plan, this is it. Ask it to make me a weekly meal plan for building muscle and losing fat. I'm also going to say, I don't know a lot about macros, but I heard online I should eat more protein. I weigh 190 pounds and I'm 5'10", which is accurate. I was actually thinking about putting 6'2" there just for the YouTube video, but I was honest. We have our meal plan and this was the easiest meal plan I've ever seen built. You can really cater it to yourself. So this is a really cool tool actually. Now, the one thing I don't like is the daily macro guide. In case you don't know about macros, typically they say 1 gram of protein to 1 body weight. Now you don't need to do that. You can do a little bit less because 190 grams of protein is very hard to do. But I don't like this. 200 carbs? That seems like way too many carbs to be losing fat. That's my opinion, but this is more general. Day 1, breakfast Greek yogurt with a bunch of stuff. Snack protein shake with banana, chicken breast, and a bunch of vegetables. Wow, it even put olive oil drizzle there. Okay. Snack cottage cheese with cucumber slices. I hate cottage cheese. I wish I liked cottage cheese, but I just can't like it. It tastes so bad. Dinner salmon fillet. I don't eat salmon, but I also didn't tell it that. So day 2 is oatmeal, walnuts and egg, turkey burger, and a bunch of other stuff. Hummus. I love hummus. Beef stir fry. Okay, that sounds good. Greek yogurt with protein powder. So I like how it's like mixing them up because when I meal plan, I just eat the same thing every day. Egg scramble with spinach, mushrooms, and turkey sausages. Wow, that sounds good. Tuna salad, almonds, chicken breast, cottage cheese with a dash of cinnamon. Day 4, smoothie, eggs, shrimp, yogurt, turkey meatballs, more protein. Day 5, cottage cheese with pineapple chunks. Okay, do people do that? I thought cottage cheese was more of like a cheese thing. Do people combine that with pineapple? Rice cakes. Oh, rice cakes are good with almond butter and banana slices. That sounds good. Lunch is a grilled steak. Ooh, you're eating good lunch on day 5. Dinner is a cod. Not a fan of that. Now this one is Greek yogurt with cinnamon. The last one was cottage cheese with a dash of cinnamon. so that's interesting. Pretty much it. I don't need to look at every single one. Oh, day 7, protein pancakes. That's fun. But this is pretty cool. I actually like this tool a lot because it's giving you like unique things every day versus just saying, hey, eat the same thing every day, because you'll go crazy eating the same thing every day. Ask me how I know, because I've done that for years, you know? So overall, I give this a big thumbs up. This is probably one of my favorite ones so far. The next one's going to be interesting because it's still in the cooking category, but I read something online that says if you write down all the stuff you have in your kitchen, then you send it to ChatGPT, it'll actually create recipes for you for like leftover things you have in your kitchen. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to give it very like weird things and seeing like what kind of recipes it can make with like random things I have in my kitchen. So I'm going to tell it I have Greek yogurt, a cheese stick, bell pepper, a stick of butter, an onion, vinegar, cinnamon, sour cream, maple syrup, wasabi, black olives, feta cheese, and 2 eggs. And this is just like random things I was like thinking of. I'm like, what can I even use? So let's see what it comes up with. All right, so it actually spit out 4 different recipes. So this is pretty cool. Savory Greek yogurt scramble. Dice the bell pepper, melt the butter in a pan and saute the vegetables, crack the eggs, stir them, tear the cheese stick into small pieces. Okay, so it knows what a cheese stick is. That's really cool. Serve with the Greek yogurt. This is like customized. This isn't like a recipe that I found online. Like this is customized to the exact things I told it. Recipe 2 is a spicy feta and yogurt dip. That sounds amazing actually, with some chips or something. Oh my god. In a bowl, mix the Greek yogurt and feta, add the vinegar and wasabi for an extra kick. Okay, that's a good idea. Serve with veggies or use as a spread on bread. Oh my god, why does that sound amazing actually? Number 3 is cinnamon and maple Greek yogurt parfaits. Oh my god, this is so good. Greek yogurt, maple syrup, cinnamon. Genius. And number 4 is a Greek style stuffed bell pepper. Cut the bell pepper, remove the seeds, then mix it with those things, stuff it, bake it. This is amazing actually. I'm gonna use this. Big thumbs up. 2 big thumbs ups. The next one we're gonna be doing, and this is like number 7, is asking the AI to give me advice on a situation, but I'm gonna give it like a super random situation. I'm also gonna do a temporary chat because I don't want it to remember this situation and think that this is something that relates to me in case it gets weird. So I'm gonna say, can you come up with a random story situation that is dramatic on how I got in trouble recently? So let's see what it says. So I finished the story. It's a few paragraphs. Now the only thing that I want to change is it's coming from like a 3rd person stance. So I wanted to change it to 1st person. So it asked it to change it to 1st person, and it did, and it gave me a whole new story. Now I'm just gonna ask it, can you make it shorter? And it did. So I was enjoying my iced latte at a coffee shop when I get an email saying the accounts are locked. It looked like my bank and transactions I never made. Panic hit. I called the bank and they saw nothing wrong. When I got home, every account was locked. I called my boss. Before I could explain, he was furious. Apparently an email had gone out to the entire team accusing top management of mismanaging funds. Security footage even showed me typing at the coffee shop, which they took as proof. My accounts were frozen. I realized someone wasn't just hacking me, they were trying to ruin me. I had no idea who they were and why. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to copy and paste this into a new one. Can you give me advice on this situation? And I just copy and pasted the entire situation. So let's see how the advice is. All right, so I just finished responding to my situation, and like I am insanely impressed. This is an incredible, difficult, and distressing situation, so it shows empathy, and it's telling me what to do. So gather evidence, report to your company's IT security, contact external cybersecurity professionals, speak with HR and management directly. Yeah, just cut out the middleman, talk to HR and tell them what happened. File a police report or contact local authorities. It's good advice. Secure your accounts and review digital security practices. Yeah, because something went wrong there. Consider the bigger picture. So this is just like general advice, not even like what to do, but to keep you in the right mindset. Document and communicate openly with your team. That's very important. And I feel like I could keep this conversation going where I could say, okay, I just did this, now what next? And it would give me like adaptable advice. So big thumbs up. The next one is a little basic, but a lot of people use ChatGPT for movie recommendations and like series recommendations apparently. So I'm going to ask it to come up with some movie recommendations and series recommendations, but like kind of specific instructions. I say, can you give me a few movie recommendations that are currently on Netflix that are comedies, dramas, and have a fun plot twist? That's kind of specific. Let's see if it gives me a good one. So this is the response. If you're looking for a film that blends comedy, drama with engaging plot twists, here are a few recommendations. A Simple Favor, The Wrong Missy, Paddleton, A Futile Stupid Gesture, Cathal. These films are currently available on Netflix and offer a mix of all the things I asked for. So I'm actually going to revisit this and maybe watch some of these movies. So this is good if you're with your girlfriend or boyfriend or parent or sibling or nephew or friend and you guys can't decide on a movie because we've all been there. This is a good little tool to use to find movies. The next thing I'm gonna try doing is asking ChatGPT for help planning out Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna give it like specific like dietary things and other scenarios to see how adaptable it is. Can you help me plan Thanksgiving for 10 people? We are all vegetarians, so only veggie dishes. I'm actually gonna remove veggie dishes, so only vegetarian, but ideally high protein ones too. Also, what decorations are the best to get and what day should I start cooking? 3 questions all combined and asking it for like help doing a bunch bunch of stuff. So it just finished giving me everything. It says, I'd love to help you plan a fantastic vegetarian Thanksgiving for 10 people. Here's a menu that emphasizes protein-rich, delicious vegetarian dishes, along with a suggested schedule for cooking and decoration ideas. Menu ideas: appetizers, stuffed mushrooms and quinoa, chickpeas and stuffed spinach. Main courses: stuffed acorn squash with rice and some other things, mushroom and lentils, creamy pumpkin and white bean soup. It sounds good. Side dishes: Brussels sprouts. This sounds like a good Thanksgiving. I would come to this. To be honest, this sounds good. Dessert: mini pumpkin cheesecakes and pudding parfaits. Copied this and I said, can you give me a recipe for this? Like, I'm sure it would. Now here's the cooking schedule. 3 days before, shop for ingredients. 2 days before, start baking that stuff. 1 day before, make that stuff. Thanksgiving Day, bake this. Wow, it really breaks it down for you on like what you should be doing each day. Decoration ideas: natural centerpiece, use a mix of small pumpkins and some other stuff. Fall table runner and napkins. Okay. Candles and lanterns for a warm toned. Final tip: plan for serving. Think about the serving flow: buffet style, family style. Start cooking early on Thanksgiving. Allow yourself 3 to 4 hours for cooking, warming, and plating. Big thumbs up. This is good. This is the next one and the last one that we're gonna do in this video. So I went in my backyard. I have like a little patio. I took some pictures of my plants. I uploaded them. As you can see, they're right there. And I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what all the plants are in these pictures, and let's see how well it identifies that, if it knows what plants are just based on the picture. Gave me the answers. Image 1 is: the plant on the left appears to be a type of succulent, possible Sanico or string of bananas. And this is the picture. I know it's kind of hard to see. It has these like branches. This is a Sanico that said, so it's possible that it's that. And this is the string of bananas. So it definitely looks like those two. If I sent it better pictures, I'm sure it would identify it. So image 2, it says the plant in the large green white pot is a calancho. That is correct, actually. And the plant with the other one is a spider plant. That's correct too. Here's the picture. So that's a calancho. It's kind of dying, unfortunately. And then I have like a little spider plant that's actually not doing too well either. So 3, it broke it down and it seems pretty accurate. The plants in the blue appears to be a type of bonsai that may be dried out or stressed. That is true. Unfortunately, it's not doing too well. And then this one is a desert rose. Oh, it says a desert rose. Wow. Image 5, it says it looks like aloe, and it is. So that's my little aloe plant. So image 6, it says it's a cactus and then some other succulents, which is pretty accurate. As you can see, we have like a little cactus here and then some other like random succulent things in there too. So, and it says if I sent it more close-up pictures, it would probably know better. So if you're not a gardener, but you want to know what a plant is or something like that. I remember back when I was in summer camp, when I was a kid, we found this like random fruit and it was like impossible to identify what it was. Like nobody ate it, obviously, but we all wanted to know what it was. And I was trying to Google it and I just couldn't find it. I sent it to like my dad. He didn't know what it was, but I'm sure now with like ChatGPT, I could just send it to ChatGPT and it would identify it. So yeah, thumbs up on this one. So overall, mostly thumbs ups. This was really cool. This is actually fun to do because I didn't know I could be using ChatGPT for all these things. I feel like we remember AI is there, but we don't really use it enough. You know, it's a really good tool to use. So if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you use ChatGPT and AI for. I'll be making more videos. I'm sure I'll make a part 2 of this, you know, testing out more ChatGPT things. So look out for that, and thanks for watching.